Hello, mathematicians, or I can say hello, future mathematicians. Welcome to Classic Academy. So, today we'll be doing grade 10 factorization. We will only focus on common factor and grouping terms. So, let's start with a common factor. Oh, sorry, keys. Where's the eraser? Common factor. So, if we are factorizing the common factor, example number 1, let's take we have 4y squared minus 16. They say factorize this one. We check how many terms do I have. I have two terms, and in these two terms, what is it that is common between the 4y squared minus 16? So we can see we have 4 here, we have also 4 in 16. It means cut 16 we have a factor 4. So we take out that common factor, which is 4. So if we take out 4 here, if we take out 4 here, we are left with y squared. So then we will write y squared in brackets minus. Okay, when we check 16, if you take out 4 out of 16, maybe you say 16 divided by 4, you will be left with 4. So it is factorized, but it's not yet factorized fully. We will deal with this one in future. Number 2, please do this one. Factorize, do 4x minus x cube. This is for you, using the knowledge you learn. Number 3, you have p x plus q x. So we want to factorize this one, but we remain with the question, how many factors do we have? We have 1, 2 factors. Though the factors, or the terms I mean to say, the terms are separated by the plus or negative. So how many terms do we have? 1, 2. In these two terms, what is it that is common? That is why we're talking about a common factor. What is it that is common? We know we have x here. You can see we have x here. It means x is our common factor. You take out x. What is it that you're left with here? Is p, here is q. So then you will write p plus q. Done. Then if we proceed, can add a page and try to proceed. Alright, so the next thing is number 4. Please do this one. Do number 4, which is x squared minus x. And then you find a common factor for us. Then the next subtopic is grouping terms. How do we factorize grouping terms? Grouping terms, number 1, as an example, we have 3x squared plus, this is not plus what? Plus 3px minus 2mx minus 2mp. So when we check this one, we're saying this is a grouping of terms. How many terms do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So it means we must group them by 2, 2. So we can group these two, you can see. And then out of these, you look at the common factor. What is it that is common between these two? You see 3. Even here we have 3. We have x here, because here is x squared. It means x is included. We have x this side. We can factorize it, equals to It means we take out 3 and x. When we take out 3 and x in bracket in this one, in this x squared, it means we are left with x. So it will be x. So in this one, what is it? If we take 3x, we take 3x, it means we are left with p. So since it's plus, this positive, it means it our plus p here. And then we come to these ones, we group them with their signs, negatives. When we check, we have -2. Oh, I can write -2 because it's there both sides. What else do we have? We have m. Oh, I can write m. That is what is common. But what is it? If we check here, if we take out -2m, we are left with x of a positive because minus is out now. If we take out the minus, the term remains positive now. It's going to be in brackets x, a positive. And when we check here, what is it that is common? It's -2m. You take out the -2m. Oh, I took out the negative. It means it's going to be positive here. So you write positive, but what left with p. Furthermore, you can check. Now we ask ourselves a question: how many terms do we have? This one, we call it one term because it's multiplication here. Even here is one term, it's multiplication, and this one is inside the brackets, we call it one term. So if it is multiply one term, so we have 1, 2 terms, it's separated by the negative. If we check here, what is it on this term that is also on the other term? So we can see it's x plus p, x plus p. We take out that x plus p using the knowledge of common factor. Then if we took out the common factor here, it means we are left with 3x. So we write 3x here, 3x. What about this side? If we take this one out, it means we are left with -2m. So we will write -2m. So then please do this one, number 2. You can do this for me. 6x squared y minus 10xy plus 15x minus 25. So the next example, number 3. Example 3. What do we do? Now we have a different one, y minus xy plus x minus y. So they want us to factorize this one. But when we check, how many terms do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. This one is interesting. Then we can group these 2 terms. Then how? So you can say equals to, when we factorize, the factor is y. Then we are left with what? If it is only 1, if you take it out, it means you are left with 1 here. So you will write 1 as a number. Even here, the common factor we see is y. It means the negative remains behind. So you write your negative here, and then we are left with also x. Then we focus on the other 2 factors here. What is it that is common? If we check this one, we want the factors to be the same, to look like this one. If we check what is it that is common, there's nothing common except the sign. We can take out the negative. If I take out the negative, the one that is positive, this one that is positive, change to be negative, and the one that is negative change to be positive, and we can start with the positive one. That's why we write 1 and say minus x. And then we can go further and say, okay, now we are left with what? How many terms? 1, 2 terms. Oh, in these 2 terms, what is it that is common? Is 1 minus x. 1 minus x. You take out 1 minus x, or 1 minus x. And then what is it that we are left with here? Is y. Then you will write y. And then if we take out, it's the only thing that we have here. If you take out this expression, it means you are left with 1. means it's going to be -1. So we are done. So place number 4, do this one for me. X minus 1 plus y minus xy. So if you have the questions, please contact us. Send an SMS, a DM at Classic Academy. You can follow us at Facebook, Peace Feliciano Mahlaule Classic Academy, or you can just type Peace Feliciano Mahlaule and follow me. You'll get some details, or contact us to do one-on-one online learning. Thank you and welcome again to Classic Academy.